Hello friends, in our series Terms in Linguistics Explained, we have today the grammatic properties of English verbs. Now, very interesting to see, we have got, say, in Hindi if you take, you have got a number, gender and person, you can see now. For example, we say me, aata, hum. If it is that's masculine, if it is feminine, you have to say me, aati, hum. Isn't it? Like that. That's property means properties of. I just gave you an example in Hindi. Okay. Let's see. Because in English this is not very distinctively expressed. For example, when it's we take about person. Person, of course, first person, second person, third person. You have got in this also first, second, and the third. That is plural. This is singular number. And this is plural. Plural means more than one. So, two properties are very clear. Only singular. And this singular plural property comes only in the present, simple present tense. Isn't it? Only in simple present tense. You have, for example, is a he takes. He takes. Singular. Singular verbs at the end you have got S. Otherwise, plural verbs you have got a he. They take. There is no S. So in simple present, it is very clear. What? Number. Singular verbs end in S. Plural verbs no S. For example, I take, you take, he takes, she takes, it takes, boy takes, girl takes, man takes, monkey takes, like that. But when you come to plural, we take, you take, they take. So that is singular plural. Person, of course. Person also we can see now. In past tense there is no person. I talked, he talked, I talked, you talked, he talked. No change. We talked, you talked. So it's not very distinctively expressed at all levels, so to say. So, but you have got, of course, singular plural. I have told you in simple present tense. Simple present tense. Isn't it? You have it. And then person, of course, you have first person, second person, third person. And you know, in distribution of different forms of to be. That is very clear. I am, you are, he is. And here you have got are. So person, of course, as far as to be and other primary auxiliaries. For example, have, has. I have, you have, he has, we have, and so on. Understand? Otherwise, there is no change. For example, I can, you can, he can. You don't say he cans. We don't say like that. He cans go, we will not say. Understand? So that is one thing. Second, so you have to see properties. One is person, you can say person. Second one is a number. Number is there. Then what else? And then you have got a tense, of course. Primarily you have got two tenses, simple present and past. Actually only two tenses, that is one is present tense and the past tense. That you know, I suppose. There is no need to tell me present and the past tenses. And then what you see next is aspect. Aspect means whether it is progressive or perfect. Progressive or perfect. That is, action is completed or action is continuing. He is going. That is progressive aspect. There are only two tenses which have no aspect. They are called simple tenses. They are simple present and simple past. All the other tenses have got an aspect. Aspect means how the action goes. Whether it continues, whether it is complete. Understand? So you have got continuous tenses you use is, are, and then past where. Perfect you say has, have, and had. That is. And next point is the aspect. Then you have got mood. That is the fifth one. Mood. Of course, it is not very clearly expressed these days. Probably you might have come across this. I am a words, see, three moods are there, we can say. One is indicative mood. Second is subjunctive mood. And third is imperative mood. See, imperative means commands, go out, come in, get out, and so on. That is imperative. Then indicative means ordinary statements. He goes to America, or he flies, like that. Understand? That is indicative means normal way of our talking here. In the sense that we say no, he went home. That is indicative. And then what is subjunctive? Subjunctive is, you may come across sentences like this. If I were a bird, I would fly. This is subjunctive. I would fly. It's imaginary. No? You are just thinking, if I were a bird. So that is called that situation. If you use a verb in this way, that's called a subjunctive mood. If I could go there, I would do such and such thing. So that is subjunctive mood. We said the verb is in the subjunctive mood. And then we can have another property. It's not exactly property. Another point to note about verb is verbs can have voices. That is active and passive. For example, if we said he loves God. God is loved by him. So you have got voice. Sixth one is mood. Fifth one is mood, and then sixth is voice. So these are the properties of verbs, English verbs. Now, other languages it is very clear. For example, I just now gave an example in Hindi. If it is a woman, we will say Vah aurat aati hai. We will say, isn't it? And then if it is Purush or Atmi, we will say Atmi aata hai. See that the verb, there is the verb shows that the difference. So that is. But otherwise, in Hindi we don't say. So English we don't say. Girl goes and boy goes-y. We don't say. We say girl goes, boy goes. That's all. Ata, jata, ati, jati. That is in Hindi you have got that distinction, but it is not very clearly expressed here. I mean, no verb has gender. No verb. Gender is not at all expressed in, because English has got natural gender, and that's why we say English is a very simple language. Understand? The grammar of English is actually very simple. If you know these core main points, that is tense, how to transform the tenses, how to make questions, how to make passive, how to convert direct into indirect, the different uses of preposition and so on. That's all, very simple. It takes just 25 or 30 classes to master the grammar of English. And not more than that, because it's so simple. If you know how to make a statement, you know how to make the negative, you know how to make the yes or no question, you know how to make the WH question. What more is there? Nothing more. And then you have got preposition, now you have some vocabulary, and what do you call articles. These are all very simple. And once you master this in 25 hours or 30 hours, what happens is, it is a lifetime achievement for you. Why do I say always grammar, study of grammar is a lifetime achievement, mastery of grammar is a lifetime achievement? Because grammar does not change. See? From good old days, that is Anglo-Saxon days, almost is the same thing. Except that we don't have lots of the cumbersome feature of language called inflection. See, in Latin, for example, we have got Hindi, you can example, no? Acha ladka, achi ladki. We don't say good boy, goody girl. We don't say. So that's what I said. It is very simple. Understand? So grammar of English grammar. If you have got the will and the wish, and you can spend 30 hours, sincerely 30 hours, you can master English grammar. No doubt, and that is a lifetime achievement for you. Bye.